us has something special that makes us different, that makes us rare. We have a light that shines within us that we were always meant to share. And when we come together, combine the light that shines within, there is nothing we can't do. There is no battle we can't win. When we come together, there'll be a star to guide the way. It's inside us every day. See it now, see it now. Let the rainbow remind you that together we will always shine. Let the rainbow remind you that forever this will be our time. Each one of us will sometimes falter. We may stumble, we may fall, but we still have a kind of magic, one that will see us through it all. And when we come together, combine the light that shines within, there is nothing we can't do. There is no battle we can't win. When we come together, there'll be a star to guide the way. It's inside us every day. See it now, see it now. Let the rainbow remind you that together we will always shine. Let the rainbow remind you that forever this will be our time. Let the rainbow remind you that together we will always shine.
Who's ready to talk about ponies? Hello, everybody. I am Michael Vogel from Hasbro Studios. Thank you, thank you. I'll sign autographs after as well. But the real people you are here to see today are coming out on stage, and first up we have the man that makes Pony look so pretty, Mr. Jason Thiessen. And the man that makes the ponies sing so pretty, Mr. Daniel Ingram. And now let's keep with the theme, the woman that makes the ponies talk so pretty, Miss Megan McCarthy. And then I believe everybody's favorite purple dragon, Miss Kathy Westluck. And let's see, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, Awesomeness, Andrea Liebman. And the princess of friendship herself, Tara Strong. All right, so we have a ton of awesome stuff to talk about today, so we're just gonna dive right in. First, did everybody like season 4? Good stuff? Okay. So I know that we liked making season 4, but let's talk about it for a little bit. It was a little bit different, Megan, from a storytelling standpoint. It was the first time we sort of had a arc story over the course of the season. So how was that?
It was a challenge, but a fun one. Right at the beginning, we knew we wanted to do this bigger story that, like you said, would cover the whole season. But one of the challenges with this show is that we don't always know the order that they'll get produced, the order that they'll be aired, all that sort of stuff. So when we kind of came up with this idea of the keys and the chest and all that, and we were going to do these individual episodes where the characters would get their keys, they had to be completely standalone episodes as well. They couldn't, there had to be a continuity to it, but they had to, you had to be able to just watch that episode and get it and not have to connect all the dots. But then if you were a fan who was watching over the course of the season, then it built to something really fun.
And for all you guys, the question, we've been making My Little Pony for a long time now. Awesome. We're in our we're currently writing our 5th season.
5 years.
And hopefully many, many more seasons after that. But so what is it like for you guys? I mean, how is it different making Pony now or playing these great roles now than it was at the beginning? How have your characters changed? Do you think about them differently? Do you think about the way you produce the show differently? Open to everybody.
Now we're all divas. Twylee gets her own trailer. I think now there's just like we've all sort of grown and our characters had some cool arcs, and there's a lot more sort of confidence in the fact that every fan that ever says we love you guys back, and we're so happy to be doing a show for this amazing fandom that shows its love all the time, and I think that inspires us even more too. Like, I really think it all goes together. So thank all of you guys too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think what I really love about working on the show, one of the many things, is that we really stay true to our characters. The writing always stays true to the characters, and we're really conscious. We know our characters inside out. And even though they may experience something new, they may go through a change, they're still always true to themselves. And that's something that I really like.
And I think as we go along into the next season, one after the other, we get to learn about each other's roles more and how we interact. And I know for myself that I'm just loving that Spike is getting into more and more messes as we go along. So he's had a chance to sing, but in kind of an ad-lib way with his anthems. So I'm excited to see what else is going to be up their sleeves for him next time.
I think it's just been really fun that we've been able to take the characters on a journey, like Andrew was saying, that at their core, they're still the same, but we're getting to have them have all these new and interesting experiences and kind of get a new role within Equestria. They kind of start off in one place, and we're kind of moving them along within the mythology and history of the show.
I think for me the fun is just, okay, in this season, who are we gonna give a song to that we haven't before? So like season 4, it's like, okay, Discord song, and Weird Al Yankovic is gonna come in and do a cheese sandwich.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Yeah, so every season is exciting for that. For me, it's just like, okay, what's this one gonna bring? It's always gonna be some new surprise.
Well, for us on the production side, every season comes with more challenges in the sense of continuity, because we're always trying to make sure we're not stepping on something we've done before in the past, visually and otherwise. But every season, it's always, how can we make this bigger? How can we make this better? And we're always trying to top ourselves. So there's a point where it starts to get a bit challenging. We go maybe too far and then have a giant epic battle sequence that destroys all of the world, and well, how do you top that? So now we have to think of things to do, that can be more interesting than that.
We totally figured it out, by the way.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. And then visually, we're always trying to get the animation to look more smooth, more full. We're always shooting for more cinematic look. We're getting in more depth of field and other things like that, just really thinking of filmmaking when we're making these shows. And I look back at season 1 and I go wow, I never would do that now. It's just, such a I feel like we've really grown and gotten better at our craft as we go.
Sweet. Well, another big piece of pony news that's coming out later this year is Equestria Girls Part 2, Rainbow Rocks. Woo. So I think we have the teaser real quick to show, and then we'll talk a little bit about that. Ooh. Ooh.
The old me really was just awful, wasn't she?
Yep.
A demon. I turned into a raging she-demon.
And tried to turn everyone here into teenage zombies for your own personal army.
That is a tease. That is a tease. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with Sunset Shimmer there?
Well, with this, anytime you're doing a sequel, it's always hard because it's hard to figure out what the next story is going to be. And with this one, it was a challenge at first. We really weren't sure whose story it was going to kind of be and who had the most to learn. And the more we talked about it, the more we realized that Sunset Shimmer really had some places to go. When we left her, she was crying in a ditch.
And had to rebuild the school.
And had to rebuild the school. So once we kind of arrived at that, as being kind of sharing being the protagonist with the rest of the cast, it really opened up the story possibilities for us. And I kind of have jokingly said that we feel like this is our Empire Strikes Back of Equestria Girl. Like that's what we're aiming. We were aiming for that type of sequel with it.
And given that it's Rainbow Rocks, I'm assuming there's lots. I know there's lots of songs. I I'm assuming like I'm pretending I worked on it, but there's lots of songs. So tell them about the songs.
Amazing songs.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Am I just agreeing with you, or do you want?
No, you should agree. You should agree. We'll talk a little bit about. So we have lots of different people singing. It's not just our main girls because there is sort of a battle of the bands. So just the different types of music that you got to play with.
Well, like in Equestria Girls 1, the stakes aren't super high from a song perspective. But in this, because it's a battle of the bands, you know, there's this sort of, I guess it starts where the songs are pretty just like relaxed, everything's good, but the stakes just keep increasing over the course of the movie. And so the challenge is, okay, how do you make each song get a little bit more intense, and how do you build this tension into the kind of story arc? So that was really fun for me, because now we have, I don't know, can I say we have a bad girl band?
You can say we have a bad girl band.
So we never had a bad girl band before, but now we kind of have a bad girl band. So what's this?
Evil music.
This interplay between, okay, it's like, you know, the Equestria Girls and against these sort of threat, and that, how does that translate musically? And getting intimidated, like, whoa, that was a really good song they wrote. We need to write a better song. So that's kind of the fun for me. And then of course, because it's a battle of the band, we get unique characters who we've never heard before, and what their sound might be. So there's some really good surprises in there as we get different sort of side characters also putting on their show as well.
So you mean certain side characters that are fan favorites might also sing in this movie?
They may, yes.
Wow. Interesting. So why don't we talk about this bad girl band a little bit? Because I know another big thing for the movie was who are the bad guys going to be and how are we going to tie them into our bigger mythology? And I know that was challenging, so...
Well, we decided that we were going to kind of do this musical thing, and that it would be a battle of the bands, and that there would be this sort of evil force that would come in and be our antagonists. A lot of times in the show we pull from Greek mythology, and so we thought, well, there's a great myth that we can use with the sirens, and so that's kind of what we drew from for the Dazzlings.
So why don't we see, last year when we were here, we showed the Cafeteria song from Equestria Girls 1, and we do have the new Cafeteria song, which is not quite as nice and fun as the first one. It's a little bit more ominous, but why don't we show that right now?
Woo. Go ahead.
So, how was the tour? I don't know. I mean, these girls, there was something off about them.
Like off like this? Or off like this? Or like maybe we should just let her tell us?
That's just it. I can't put my finger on it. They just acted sort of strange around me.
We heard you want to get together. We heard you want to rock the school. We've thought of something that is better. Something that changes all the rules. Why pretend we're all the same when some of us shine brighter? Here's a chance to find your flame. Are you a loser or a fighter? Me and you and me. Why don't we see who is better? We don't have to be one in the same thing. Oh, what's so wrong with a little competition? Are Battle of the bands. Let's have a battle. We'll go all in it. Let's have a battle. 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 Battle of the bands. I can be you. Ha! You wish. I so want this.
Not if I get it first.
Why don't we see who is better? We don't have to be one in the same thing. Oh, what's so wrong with a little competition? I'm going out and winning the audition. Battle, we wanna win it. Let's have a battle, battle of the bands. Let's have a battle, we'll go all in it. Let's have a battle, 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 battle of the bands. Oh, they're that kind of off.
All right, let's give Daniel a big round of applause for that song. That thing is awesome. And I'll tell you from personal experience, when you're listening to that on the treadmill at the gym, it really gets you going. It's really good. I listen to it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So that is Rainbow Rocks. It's coming out this fall. Super exciting. But I think what you guys really want to talk a little bit about is a little season 5 stuff, right?
Season what?
Yes, we're doing a season 5. Do you not know?
I should know.
You should.
Okay.
All right, so season 5 is happening. A lot of things happen at the end of season 4. Big events in Equestria. I'm gonna say, like, if we were gonna let you guys spoil one thing each for season 5, none of the big stuff, but just like little things. Think on it.
It's animated.
No little.
Is that a spoiler?
What did you just say?
It's animated, right?
It's animated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that
You got it,
okay to
animated.
say? Okay.
Yeah, one thing each.
Princess Luna has a nightmare.
Yes.
Okay, well, like I was saying, each season we new songs I get to look forward to. This one, we have a whole solo song, which was long overdue for Rainbow Dash.
This season has our 100th episode, which is awesome and crazy. And thanks to all of you guys. It's going to focus on some characters that have been on the show for a while, but you usually see them more like in the background.
As Coco Pamel, I realized there was something even better out there for me.
And she may just be in a special episode of her own.
Spoilers make me so nervous. I can't help it. Okay,
Don't screw up.
She's nervous-minded.
what if I say too much? Nervous. Maud Pie is gonna be back, my favorite sister. And a whole episode with the Pie family. It's gonna be fun.
The one I was allowed to give is that Twiley really misses her library. I know, right?
Yeah,
And there's a whole episode about that.
So I know last year we showed you guys scenes from a bunch of episodes at the animatic stage, and unfortunately we're too early in the process to show you scenes from a bunch of episodes. So we decided to show
We're
you an
working on
extra
it.
long scene from the first episode. Yeah?
Okay.
So, yeah, go. Do it.
Let's go through this one more time. We've been over it like a million times, Twilight. We found all 6 keys, defeated T-Rex, and got this sweet castle. End of story. Yes, but why?
I don't know, Sugar Cube. Maybe it's just your new house and there ain't nothing more to it than that.
I must say, speaking strictly on aesthetics, there really doesn't need to be more to it. It's all simply divine. I agree with Twilight, and Rarity, and Applejack, and Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie Pie. Oh, and probably Spike. As princess, I've been chosen to spread the magic of friendship across Equestria. So why would the Tree of Harmony want us to sit in a castle in Ponyville? It doesn't make any sense.
Is that new? I like it. This is incredible! It's got all of Equestria and a whole bunch more!
Hi, Mom and Dad! But if this is Ponyville, why are our cutie marks over there? I don't know, but it seems like the map wants us to find out. The tree, the chest, this castle, and now the map. How can we not follow it? You know what? There's a ton of room for dangerous adventure along that route. Count me in.
Ah, shoot. I reckon you're right.
Well, I was planning on organizing my baking sheets, but okay. Very well. Maybe I'll just stay here with Spike.
Awesome! Me and Big Mac have a huge weekend ahead of us talking hoofball and trading hoofball cards and arguing about hoofball stats.
On second thought, maybe I'd better go with them, in case they need me. Looks like it's time for a road trip. That's it. That's the place on the map. Right, let's get down there and find the spa. Wait, we don't know why the map sent us here. We shouldn't just walk right in. It could be dangerous. Yes! Stay behind me, every pony. I'm on it.
Careful, Pinkie!
This is where the map sent us? It looks like the most boring place in Equestria.
That's just an ordinary village full of ordinary pony folk.
It could certainly use a few more architectural flourishes. Or any architectural flourishes. I think it's lovely. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I know smiles. And those smiles, they're just not right. Forget the smiles. Look at the cutie marks. Okay, that's weird.
I got to give a lot of credit to our storyboard artist Corey Toomey for all of that. It's a lot of the jokes, like some of the visual jokes with Pinkie Pie, are a lot of his ideas there too.
So mysterious map, town full of people with equal sign cutie marks.
Sinister.
Just the first episode, guys. There's so much more that is going to happen. But the most fun part for us for these panels is actually hearing from you guys. And I'm sure between season 4 and questions about season 5, you have a lot of questions. So we're gonna get started with the Q&A. So let's get up here. And just like last year, if we have any of our smaller fans, let's try and bring the smaller fans to the front first and let them get their questions out. Like this masked small person.
What does the cutie marks that have equal signs mean?
That is the question we've all been asking ourselves. What does it all mean? Well, you'll kind of have to watch the episode, but I mean, kind of a hint is they all have the same one, which does that make them all equal? And is that a good thing or a bad thing for everybody?
Creepy.
Very creepy.
How many seasons for My Little Pony will there be?
112.
11 to 12.
We know for sure there will be 5.
If you guys keep watching, we'll keep
Yeah.
making. How's that for a deal?
Yeah.
And keep bringing us here.
So, I was wondering, this is a question for everyone. What is everyone's favorite season of My Little Pony? And why?
Easy to answer for me, season 4. Lots of fun and adventure.
And your song.
Yep. And the anthem song.
I would say season 4, just because creatively it was definitely the biggest challenge, and I felt like it turned out the way that I hoped it would.
Yeah, I'd say season 4 because I got to do a musical. It was awesome.
I would say season 4, but also season 1, because that was kind of like a really exciting time, at least on my end, because it was all this discovery and doing all this new stuff and coming up with all the visual stuff for the show, and then discovering all the fan reactions to it. It was so new. So that was actually just the most exciting kind of time, and then it's just been like meeting that level ever since.
You're so sentimental.
Yes.
I think season
like
7
nostalgia.
because the Griffin Wars were really intense. Shh. Oh, god damn.
Does Spike get to sing any of his own songs?
I'm gonna tell you a story about Kathy Westlock. We were out last night and she walked up to us and she goes, so Spike had that anthem in season 4 and it was really fun and it was funny and the fans seemed to like it. So I'm just saying maybe if he gets another song later, it would be good. And then she like dropped the mic and just walked away. So
Because she always enters with a mic.
yeah, she just carries it with her.
I'm
Even
naked
at a
without
restaurant.
one. Right.
Spike should have an epic rap battle with Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
It was so much fun to do that anthem and just sort of randomly throw out there whatever he felt like saying, with a little bit of teasers from the producers and the director there, what I could say. But it was really, really fun, and I know that getting that opportunity was what Spike wanted to do. But I hope there'll be more in the future, and it was a lot of fun to do. So we shall see.
If you're nice.
IOC. Let's see. Kite, Flocko, and Rainbow Dash.
About Rainbow Dash?
What? It sounded really cute.
Someone took her question. Hold on.
What does Spike sing?
It sounded really cute.
Sorry?
How did you
What
hear
does Spike
that?
sing?
She speaks little kid.
Well, it's really great to be here in San Diego. And it's really kind of a sunny day. And it's kind of cool to see all of you right there. And it's fun on a sunny day.
Thank you.
Can I use that? That's. Can I have it? You don't mind, right?
There you go.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Bro-hoof.
My name is McKenna. I was wondering if Twilight was gonna have any relationship.
I think she should marry Weird Al.
Any relationship?
There might be a riot in this room if we answer the question.
Just say yes.
I mean, one day, right?
Well, we have the wedding episode coming up.
The wedding
in
episode?
season 5, where she gets
One where they adopt? No.
In one of the episodes, would you make DJ Palm 3 on one of them?
Would we put her in an
Put
episode?
her in an episode?
Well, she's a background pony, right?
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if we did an
She
episode
was in
that kind
the
of
Lang
focused on
episode.
background,
Yeah.
like
It's
the
like bringing the background
100th.
ponies into the foreground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Deal.
Jeez. I just have a question about Equestria Girls, Rainbow Rocks. That song that you showed us, those were called the Sirens, right? The band? Were those girls changelings? I mean, there were like a whole bunch of magical beings in Equestria, so green gas.
Changelings?
No.
No.
No, that doesn't spoil it because it's not.
They are not changelings,
They're not
but
changelings.
I think. Go ahead. You can answer.
Oh, no, that's it. No.
But they
You already said what
do.
they
They
were,
do have
actually.
ties to
To Equestria.
Yeah.
Yes.
and are from there. All right.
Hi.
Hello.
Will Twilight Sparkle's old house ever come back?
Will her old house ever come back?
In a manner.
You have to. We we deal with some of that stuff in an episode.
Time for that moose to walk by.
Like a moose.
You'll see.
Yeah. We have to be vague.
Thank you.
I have a question that, like, since you guys bring back Flutter Guy, will you bring back Flutter Bat in another episode?
That's a good idea. Is it too late?
Somebody write that down.
Episode 27.
We'll give you writing credit.
I'll warm up my hissing.
Thank you.
My question is that will the Cutie Mark Crusaders ever get their cutie marks?
Oh, that sounded really sad.
When you say it that way.
I don't know now. Maybe it was a bad decision what we did. Oh, no.
You'll have to wait and see. That's just terrible. I feel bad, like, not telling them the answer. They're so young and cute.
It's good to wait and see.
I have a question. It's of will Queen Chrysalis will be in season 5?
In spirit.
Mike Vogel, disappointing children for 5 seasons.
Just ask a question we can answer.
Pinkie Pie.
Maybe.
My favorite Pinkie Pie.
Her favorite is Pinkie Pie.
What's your favorite?
Ash Buckle.
She's wondering what your favorite pony is.
Oh.
Is that to everyone or to? That's to everybody.
Everybody,
Oh,
yes, everybody.
Mine is Pinkie Shy. I can't decide anymore between Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie.
Okie dokie. Yay.
I like all of them.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Twilight's your favorite.
Yeah, and I'm totally not saying that.
Like just everyone else in this audience, Twilight is their favorite.
Who's your favorite pony?
Careful.
Toys.
What?
Should Tara Strong.
Pinkie
That's
Pie.
what she said.
Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie.
I'll meet you outside, kid.
Hey, watch it, okay?
For me, there was one scene in season 2 where we made a mistake in a couple of frames and a pony lost its face. I really liked that one.
Pony lost his face? Did he
There's
find it
kids
again?
here.
It's a
There's
render
kids
glitch.
here. Hi, my name is Amber, and my question was, what's your favorite cutie mark?
Daniel,
Tara
don't you have a tattoo?
That's right, Kathy. Everyone here
Tara
loves Twilight Star.
Stronzes.
What's your favorite cutie mark? Careful.
Mine is Pinkie Pie.
Oh.
Does Sunset Shimmer help them with the Battle of the Band?
Does Sunset Shimmer help them with the Battle of the Bands?
Oh, you have to see the movie to find out. I can't give too much away.
Will she learn her friendship
Will she
lessons?
learn?
That's a good
There's
question.
so many moose in this room. Meese? Moose? Meese? Meese, moose. Mooses. Moose.
I have a question about Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks. Will Discord, Sakura, and Queen Chrysalis make an appearance?
So many questions like
In
that.
Rainbow Rocks?
Yeah.
They will not be in Rainbow Rocks, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't come in at a later date.
Get on the next one.
Hello. My question is to Megan. So we've seen some imagery that might imply what happened to Applejack's parents, why they aren't around. I'm wondering why this subject hasn't been approached.
I mean, I feel like it is such a, it is an important lesson. And I think probably some of our trepidation is that we would want to handle something like that so carefully and know exactly what type of story we wanted to tell, because it would mean a lot to a lot of people. And I don't think that we have figured out yet the best way to deal with a topic like that on the show. It's certainly not because we feel like kids can't handle learning about things like that, because I think we've explored a lot of things. But yeah, I don't think we have the confidence in a story yet to say this is how we're gonna do it.
All right, thank you.
Tara Strong, I'm such a huge fan of yours. I've been watching your work from early on until now, and I just wanted to ask, what would Bubbles have to say about Twilight?
She'd say she's just as tough as Twilight. She's
Yeah, my question's for Daniel. When's the next soundtrack coming out?
Your question is actually from
Yeah,
Matt.
as I look at the executives.
Nope.
Are they pressing CDs as we speak?
You know, I think it's an important. I do think it's on Hasbro's radar for sure. They know that the soundtracks are something that the fans really appreciate, and they're doing everything possible to keep them coming. Yeah, so I don't think the wait will be too long.
I have all of them.
All two.
Hey, what's up? It's been a while. Anyway, the season 4 finale with T-Rex, it was awesome, and the fact that you even brought back the original My Little Pony antagonist. That being said, how long until the inevitable crossover between My Little Pony and the Transformers?
We were just talking about that.
Seems legit.
Thank you all for coming and joining us again this year. Thank you for the show. My question is, like a lot of the people here, I'm sure I get through the dry periods thanks to IDW's awesome comic. And
They're awesome. They really are.
which of course leaves me wondering, any chance in some future season some plot elements or characters from the comic might start sneaking into the series, ...
I mean, I think that's definitely like within the realm of possibility because they exist and we can pull from them. So yeah, they do great work in the comics, and so if we can take some of it.
There is kind of a universe of pony that we're trying to keep all together and congruous, so it's not without impossibility. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hello. I was wondering, so throughout this whole, friendship is magic, ordeal, what would you say is one thing you've all learned from,
I learned that friendship is magic.
You stole my answer.
I think there's a lot of, I'm not surprised, but there's a lot of things that, we continue to discover that we can sort of address with relationships between people and friendship issues. And there's always like some more nuance that we can, get to. And I find that really interesting, that we can keep sort of dividing it and finding more and more things everyone can relate to address with the Colorful Pony show.
I've learned that I guess the biggest impact for me has been watching the fan community and all the creativity that's come out of it as a result of the show. So I wasn't really aware of all of this incredible cross pollination. So like, fan artists or musicians taking songs and remixing them, or someone re-singing it or playing it, and all of the different fan-based creativity that has come out of My Little Pony has been absolutely astounding for me. So I think that's my biggest lesson.
I would say that just the fact that the show has touched so many lives in such diverse, look around you at the diversity of the crowd that's sitting here, and that people want to live in a happy world.
And I would say that the more that we see all of the shows and the experiences that all the characters face, etc., we start to realize that we all have dilemmas that we go through in our lifetimes, no matter where we're from, who we are. And the good news is that we're all the same in that way, and that there always is a solution. And even if you can't find one, there's always a friend nearby to sort of help you through it. So it's a happy ending to any situation, and all of us can share in those solutions and know we have a friend.
I learned the hard
Dear
way
Princess Celestia.
that I can't eat as much sugar as Pinkie Pie. I learned careful what you tweet.
Because y'all draw it in 5 minutes.
All right. Thank you. Hello. Wow, I sound terrible. Anyway, will Starswell play a major role in season 5, or will he appear in the first place?
Starswirl. He's always there, watching, waiting, just for the right moment.
What he said.
Fair enough.
Hi.
Hello.
I have a question for Andrea. Because one of my favorite episodes was when Weird Al came and did Tweety sang with you. Did you guys record at the same time? And if you did, are there any stories that you can tell us of, that you guys shared or anything?
What was it?
With
Weird Al? Is that
yeah,
what
with
you're
Weird
talking
Al.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we weren't in the same city. He was in LA and we were in Vancouver, but we were patched in. And so we were able to play off of each other, and Jason was in LA.
Yeah, I was here.
And it was awesome. He was so fun to work with, so professional, and just we had so much fun, I think, just playing off of each other. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, he did an awesome job. It was
Yeah.
awesome to work with. And I think it would be cool if he did it again.
I do too.
Me, 3. 4.
So we've seen the changelings, the breezies. I'm thinking, since we saw Tyrek from the old My Little Pony, will we be seeing sea ponies? ...
The infamous sea pony question.
How many times is that now?
Yeah. People seem to like sea ponies because we get asked about it a lot, but anything's possible.
They'd be
We'll have to draw an ocean first.
Mer ponies? We have mer ponies?
Sound like a sea monkey, but different.
It's a pony.
Crustaceans.
I just wanted to say I'm a 10-year-old and I would rather watch My Little Pony than any other show on and
Say that. I'm gonna record you saying it. We're putting this on the Hasbro website.
I think My Little Pony is the best TV show that has ever came out, and I'm really excited for season 5 and the Rainbow Rocks movie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Hi, Hi, this question is actually for my friend Kristen, who wasn't able to attend. She wanted to know what it's like to work on a show with such an amazing team of creative and talented females.
With so many creative and talented females?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very true. It's very true.
It's weird for me to answer a question sort of about stuff again. But we do have just so many talented just people on the show. It's great. I mean, I would say as far as like being a woman and getting to work in animation, there aren't as many of us doing that. So I just feel very fortunate that I get to work on a show like this and one that features such strong female characters. But I think that it's a testament to the men that work on the show that they help bring these amazing female characters to life. It's not just because, there's girls on the show and thus the girl characters are good. Everybody working on the show is very focused on making them three-dimensional and interesting. And so.
You're talking about Flutter Guy, right?
And I have to say too, and on the production side, like in the layout and storyboard side of things and design, we have a lot of really amazing, talented female artists working on the show too, and they're some of our top people that give us the best work. It's really awesome to see so much of that now in the industry.
Hi. Hola. I like your golden crown.
Thank you. One of my favorite things about Friendship is Magic is seeing all the original ponies, like the 80 ponies I grew up with, being made new. Will you guys be making any more transgenerational ponies? Like Gusty, Fizzy?
Sorry, I missed that.
Any classic ponies that we might bring into Friendship is Magic? Yes, perhaps.
Why not?
Mr. Ed?
He's a horse, of course.
Hi. What is something you've written or you've read for the show that you thought was going to take off, but maybe didn't, and then something that you didn't expect to take off did? Like fun things.
I wrote some notes on a script and Megan ignored them.
That's only happened once, though.
Sure.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So, like if you've written something or read something from like a script or a script, and you're like, fans are gonna love this or people are gonna love this.
And then they hated it?
No. Well, better question. Something you didn't expect to become super popular that did.
Spike screwing up so much.
I could
In fun
pretend
ways.
that I didn't think Pinky's rap would be popular, but that would be a lie.
You were really raring to go to do that too.
I was.
Turned out
I
awesome.
did research.
Megan? I think people responded to Coco Pamel even bigger than, we thought she was a really cute character, and then once I heard Kathy do the voice and once I saw her design and everything, I was like, okay, she is really cute, and people respond, but I think she got even bigger response than I thought she would.
I was surprised about DJ Pone 3. Like that was just like we needed a shot to see, I was talking to board artists, we'll need show a DJ put a record on for the song. And he did it was like a 3-second shot, and that ended up being like this huge, fan favorite character that had all this fan fiction and everything. And I was like, wow, we got a lot out of that 3-second shot.
Thank you.
Hello there. Question. I forgot my question. No, I remember it. Do writers get to pitch their own episodes at all, or is everything kind of commissioned or mandated from above?
We have basically at the beginning of the season and kind of intermittently throughout story summits where the writers who are going to be working on the show that season, we all sit in a room and just throw out ideas. I have a big board, and I write down all the ideas that we come up with, and then we kind of look through and say, okay, here's kind of our top, the ones we really want to explore. And we'll flesh them out a little bit more in that room. But it doesn't, if you pitch it in the room, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll write it, because it's just sort of, at that stage, it's very much just a group brainstorming session. So everything is assigned. So, for instance, if someone has written an episode, it wasn't necessarily they sent the premise in and it was their original idea. It could just be they were in the rotation, they were the person that was available at that time to get this particular episode that we had figured out in advance.
Okay, thank you.
And we have time for one last question.
Oh. No pressure.
When and where did Princess Celestia and Princess Luna find Princess Cadence?
Where do they find what?
When and where did Princess Celestia and Princess Luna find Princess Cadence?
Did they find her?
Her origin, I know her origin story is actually in a book that G.M. Barrow wrote. You can check it out at your local library, or they probably have copies of it here. So yeah, I mean, but I don't know if it goes into how they found her. I think it's more just how she came to be.
Maybe that's something we'll have to explore. Thank you for those notes. All right, so thank you guys so much. Sorry you guys didn't get to ask questions. Stay tuned for more Rainbow Rocks, Season 5, and hopefully Season 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.